Hey chickens, Jay with the D again. Today's post, we are going to be talking about pronouns. Hooray! So, in real life, I am a non-binary, demi-asexual, panromantic, biologically female. So, for me, normally, she and her are fine. I'm perfectly comfortable with that. It doesn't bother me whatsoever. I do prefer it's pronounced mux, sorry, spelled MX, pronounced mux, instead of Mrs. or Mr. as an honorific. They is also perfectly acceptable. I'm actually more comfortable with they instead of he when in drag. So, just for future reference or whatever, look at all my Amazon boxes for a second there, sorry. So yeah, they is more preferable. I'm not gonna get offended if anyone calls me she or he or whatever. For me personally, of course, if you've got someone asking to be called he or she or they, you should respect their wishes. Everybody's different, obviously. You can't really assume anyone's gender based on their sex, particularly these days. It's kind of a hot button issue. So if you're not sure, ask and then respect their wishes. That's really all I have to say on the topic. It's kind of straightforward, cut and dried. You don't get to decide what gender someone is. They would know better than you. And let's not make it more complicated than it has to be. So, when I am presenting as J with a D, I will probably refer to myself as they, mostly in the blogger. If you've visited that site, you can see the banner at the top does say he/they, but within the posts, if I ever refer to myself in that manner, it's more likely going to be as they instead of he, although most of the time I'm going to be writing the post in first person, so you're not really going to tell anyway. The same thing for the Facebook post. Mostly I'm going to write them in first person, so it doesn't really matter. But if you happen to comment on a post or whatever, that's my preference. But again, I'm not going to get offended if anyone calls me he, because that's totally fine and that's totally expected. I mean, I am presenting as a drag king, even if my intent is to do more non-binary things. That's really more who I am. Yeah, that's really all I had to say for this post. Not really anything exciting, just wanted to get that out of the way and be clear about some stuff, just in case there was any confusion. Yeah, that's it, and I'll see you guys next week. Later, chickens.